Okay, not the end of the world. When I put in my answer for part B, I forgot the 8. There had been an 8 in the denominator, and I just forgot to copy it down from one step to another when I was doing it on my paper. So when I had first put in my answer, I had negative 6 pi over the square root of 2. I had forgotten to put this 8. Okay, so I put in my 8. Then I reduced it. It still told me I was wrong, so I thought, well, maybe it wants me to rationalize the denominator. So I multiplied both the numerator and the denominator by the square root of 2, and that left me with negative 3 root 2 pi over 8. And yes, then finally I was okay. So not a major catastrophe. I just got careless and forgot to copy down that 8 as I was going. Okay, last part. It now wants to know what's the value of dy dx when a is equal to pi over 4. Okay, so dy dx, I'm going to figure out what do I have that I can multiply together that will leave me with dy dx. So let's go back over to my dock camera. And now we want to find dy dx. So here's where I went wrong, by the way. Here was that 8. And I forgot to copy it down when I went to the next line. See, I put my pi over here next to the 3, but I just put down sine squared a. I forgot the 8. Okay, so that's what I forgot. I forgot that 8. So when I bring that through, everything was good. Okay, so now they want me to find dy dx. Oh, let me hide this bar. It's in the way. There we go. So I want to find dy dx. So I just found dy dt. I know what that is. And if I can multiply that by dt dx, I'll be left with dy dx. Well, fortunately, we already found dx dt, and we have dy dt. So we know dx dt, that was from the first part. We got negative 3 pi over 4. So that was from part A. I got negative 3 pi over 4. And dy dt, I got that from part 2. That was the one I just put in. That was negative 3 pi square root of 2 over 8. So I just want to take the reciprocal of dx dt to get dt dx. So I'm just going to take the reciprocal of this, and then I can multiply it with dy dt. So not so bad on this one. I don't have to take any new derivatives. So dy dt, so I'm going to get my dy dx by taking my dy dt, negative 3 pi root 2 over 8. Okay, that's that part. And I want to multiply it by dt dx, and that is the reciprocal of dx dt. So I'm just going to flip that. So I'm going to have 4 over negative 3 pi, and now I can simplify this. The negative 3's and the pi's go away. 4 can reduce with the 8, and it looks like I'm left with root 2 over 2. All right, let's see. Let's go back to, oh, that's interesting. I double-clicked on it, and it shrunk. Okay, let's go back here and see if that works. So dy dx is equal to, what did I just say? Root 2 over 2. So let's see if I can get that. Square root of 2 over 2. I have papers all over my keyboard. Bam! Yay! Okay, so that was problem 7, and that was pretty brutal. But the key thing on this was going back here was using trigonometry. I tried actually using the Pythagorean theorem, and I got way messed up. That didn't help me at all. So I don't know if it's possible to do it at all with the Pythagorean theorem, but it did not work for me at all. So using the trig, though, worked out pretty well. All right. There it is. I'll make a video for the last one, probably not for a while. I got other things to do right now. Bye-bye.